You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Fat Jack's Comic Experience. We're here today in Philadelphia, here to provide you guys some awesome comics.
And we weren't here last week, so we're happy to be back. Make sure you guys say hello as you file in. And as always, let's get into this. Get excited. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another Sunday show. Thanks for joining us as always. We got all the usual suspects and hopefully some new faces in here as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
We took the week off last week.
As you see, we have 2 racks of beautiful She-Hulk covers. Lots of really funny covers up here. I will need your charger. And,
Okay.
Hope everyone's been doing well. I'm pulling up the comments on my YouTube. What have you guys been reading this week? Pretty light week this week, honestly, but some cool stuff nonetheless. I still have to catch up on last week's books as well, so I'm a bit behind. That's for sure.
Here you go. Now to the important stuff. I finished season 2 of Sopranos. Really good. The finale was very interesting. I was not expecting a certain cat-themed character to die. But yeah, no, it was a great way to end the season. I still hate Tony, but at the same time, I also relate to him. And that kind of scares me. But yeah, no, all the characters are awful people in that show. There really is no one that's a decent human being. It's kind of surprising how they actually make me care about these characters. But yeah, Sopranos.
Thanks, Zane, and I have a lot of Doctor Strange shirts.
Was I surprised with Janice? Yeah, I was genuinely shocked by that twist. I was not expecting that at all. I thought it was going to end with Tony killing him. I wasn't expecting Janice to commit murder. That was out of left field.
Dude, you're literally spoiling it actively.
Sorry, I'm spoiling a 20 plus a year old show.
I don't know who's in the chat, man. You don't know.
But, yeah, good show.
Yeah, exactly. Smash that thumbs up button. Smash that subscribe button as we go along today. Let's jump into She-Hulk.
Very on theme. Say smash.
Hey, Jason. You want to jump into some She-Hulk?
Yeah, so we got some cool Sensational She-Hulk. If you don't know, Sensational She-Hulk was a pretty satirical series. Love to make fun of the entire comic book industry, whether it be Marvel, DC, or anything in between. So, really funny series. Very much leaned into the comedy aspect and fourth wall breaking of She-Hulk. So, we're going to start off with She-Hulk number 2. And as you can see, boy, Cousin Bruce sure had to put up a truckload of weirdos in his second issue. And She-Hulk reading his second issue in comparison to hers. Very meta, very interesting. And yeah, 1989 Marvel.
Great in price.
Very fine, $8. After that, we got issue number 5 over here for $4. Very fine minus. And it has She-Hulk with the Flintstones, surprisingly, of all characters. It seems like she's traveled back into the past to the Jurassic period and is now helping Barney and all the rest of them. I never really watched that much of Flintstones, but the few times I did watch as a kid, very good quality television. Surprisingly well done. What do you think, Elias, about Flintstones?
Oh, the about the Flintstones?
Yeah,
They make a mean cereal.
they do indeed make a mean cereal. Anyway, moving on. Issue number 12 for $3.50. Fine. It is She-Hulk with the X-Men. But instead of regular X-Men, it's these knockoffs. These awful knockoffs. It's pretty funny. It looks like a stage production. It even has Storm being held up by strings. It's pretty hilarious. Next, we got She-Hulk number 13, Unlucky number 13, very fine for $4. And yeah, it's She-Hulk facing off against this bat-like creature, it seems like. After that, we got She-Hulk number 17. She-Hulk fighting off against Howard the Duck's enemies. I actually don't know who this is, so if anyone in chat can tell me, I'd be very interested.
Oh yeah, I got no clue.
Yeah.
That's the cover.
But yeah. So
is there an Eagles game going on right now?
yeah, is there an Eagles game going? Are we interrupting an Eagles game? Is that what we're doing now? Got to choose between comics and Eagles, I guess. She-Hulk number 19. Oh, next Sunday. Okay, so next Sunday is when. But still.
I don't follow sports ball.
Sports ball. She-Hulk number 19, $4, very fine. 2 copies of it, and it's her facing off against what seems like a Batman ripoff. Following that, after the Batman knockoff, we have to obviously go to a knockoff of Arkham Asylum called Porkham Asylum. And as you can see, a version of Joker is there with a bunch of other characters. But yeah, She-Hulk number 20, fine, very fine, $4. And continuing on, we got the Avengers in number 22, She-Hulk number 22, with Blonde Phantom. Or is this actually, this might be the Invaders, actually. Would this be considered the Invaders team?
Yeah, it's Invaders. Or sorry, All Winter Squad. I think it says there.
All Winter Squad? Oh, okay. Following that one up, we have She-Hulk number 24. She-Hulk number 24. Very fine, $4. Nick will claim the She-Hulk with Invaders.
The All Winter Squad, Nick, not the Invaders.
And following that, we have She-Hulk number 25 for $4. Very fine. And it has her reenacting Romeo and Juliet with Hercules, of all characters. Keeping up with that, we have issue number 26 over here for $4. Very fine. And the She-Hulk sitting on top of a bunch of other characters that you might know more than her. All of Excalibur. Keeping up, we have her versus Grey Gargoyle as she is becoming turned into granite. Is issue number 27 for $4. Very fine.
Before we move on to that next rack, Jay, so are we good to use that same hashtag for another giveaway? Because I got some fun items here.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, let me go ahead and pop it up.
Cool. All right, guys. We have a very interesting rare item from 1971 from Marvel. we have a card. That's right, an actual card that you can write in right here from 1971 from Marvel. Very cool collectible right here. A Doctor Strange card. Enter the hashtag FJCCEXP to enter the giveaway. These are lowercase letters. Make sure you enter it in lowercase. Enter yourself in for this giveaway. You can write in it or you can not. You can choose to just keep it as a collectible on your shelf. Very beautiful art right here. I always loved the Doctor Strange mask look myself.
Is that a mask? I thought that was his skin being transformed.
No, that's a mask.
Ah,
it was very briefly used, but it's a blue mask. It's really cool.
Oh, I thought that was his, I thought like something happened to him and his skin actually turned blue.
Free to enter, guys. Hashtag FJCCEXP. Enter that giveaway. All right. Let's continue. We did issue 27, so we're moving on to issue 28 of the sensational She-Hulk. Right here, we got a fine/very fine copy for $3.50, featuring She-Hulk having a meeting with Mephisto. Mephisto saying, "Trust me, just sign the dotted line." Next up, we got issue 29, very fine grade for $4. She-Hulk and Spidey. Next up, we got issue 30. I'm going to seamlessly transition. Very fine for $4.
Very fine, $4. And it has Hobgoblin on the cover. Now, next up, we have a pretty sick cover. I was actually really, really liking this one when I originally was bagging and boarding these. This is issue number 31. This is fine minus condition for $1 only. But yeah, this is the issue where John Byrne joins the She-Hulk book. And as you can see, She-Hulk is grabbing him and stopping him from changing the issue from 31 to number 9.
One of her cooler fourth wall breaking moments, I think.
Yeah. After that, we have She-Hulk number 32 for $4. Very fine. And it has her falling towards certain doom and her remarking that the bad pun is on the cover. The pun in this instance is Jenny to the center of the earth. Pretty awful. After that, we have She-Hulk number 33, and it has her marrying Mole Man, of all characters. Very fine, $4. Mole Man is one of those characters that I don't think anyone wants to marry anytime soon. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with that. After that, we have the special holiday issue, She-Hulk number 36 for $3, fine condition. And it has Jen basically saying that she's on voicemail, so leave a message after the beep. Keeping up with that, we have issue number 42. Very fine, $4. And it has Jenny, has She-Hulk working with Wheezy to basically work in space. After that, we have issue number 45, $4. Very fine. And it's issue number 45. It has She-Hulk being erased from the front cover of the book. So quite an interesting plot development. Following that, we have the sick cover of She-Hulk being deconstructed as a puzzle. It is She-Hulk number 46. Very fine, $4. Following that, we have 47. She-Hulk number 47, $4. Very fine. And it has her being beaten by a puppet. Keeping up with that, we have She-Hulk in issue number 51. Very fine, $4. And it has her and another version of herself fighting each other amongst a crowd of pink elephants. Keeping up with that, we have issue number 50 over here. Fine, plus $6. This is a foil limited sensational number 50 issue, 48 pages.
Very striking cover with that foil. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And then number 48 of She-Hulk, we have Wheezy basically taking control of the entire comic in this issue. Very fine, $4. And then after that, we have She-Hulk number 49. Very fine for $4. Okay.
That's all of our sensational She-Hulk. If there's any issues you guys are looking for, be sure to comment below what you're looking to claim. And enter that hashtag FJCCXP to win yourself a very cool collectible card from Marvel from 1971. All right.
Let's see what else we got.
Ready to
Take these. Yep. Taking down these issues.
As always, feel free to comment what you guys are looking for. We're always looking to help you guys fill out your collections, fill out your runs, complete your runs, all that good stuff. I am one issue away myself from collecting the Nick Spencer ASM run. It's hard to track down this one issue for whatever reason.
What issue is it?
I think it's 7 or 8. I want to say. But yeah, can't find that one issue. But
is it like the first appearance of Kindred or something?
No. Number 1 is technically the first appearance of Kindred, and I have that. So, very odd, but
anyway, let's get right into this. This is Batman issue number 666. Unfortunate numbering. Written by Grant Morrison, and it has Damian as Batman on the cover and in the story. This is a time jump. Very fine, $30. The sick costume. Honestly, really love this costume. But yeah, basically showing an apocalyptic future with Damian at the helm of the Batman mantle. There's also a quick cameo appearance from Professor Pig, but he's a completely different design than what he would be later settled on. So very, very early concept of Professor Pig basically shown. Following that, we have the very first cover appearance of Damian Wayne, Batman number 657. This has him fighting, trying to take out Tim Drake. Tim Drake, if you didn't know, was Robin at the period time, and Damian wanted to claim the mantle for himself. So, $12, very fine, very first Damian Wayne cover appearance. Keeping up with that trend, we have the very first appearance, full appearance of Damian Wayne, Batman 656, Grant Morrison's phenomenal Batman run, which will be inspiring the Brave and the Bold movie that James Gunn is setting up for the future. But yeah, $40, very fine plus. This is the very first full appearance of Damian Wayne.
Big Batman key right there. Definitely worth getting your hands on. I just reordered them because I realized that they were in the wrong order.
Yeah.
Here's a random assortment of things.
First up, we got Journey into Unknown Worlds. Good minus $35. It is definitely beat, definitely well worn, but it's a very early issue. It's early issue number 31 of Unknown Worlds.
Wow. Does it have a year on the cover?
Let me see. Nope, not as far as I can see. It just says Atlas, and if it is, it might be covered by the.
Oh, it's Atlas Comics?
Yeah, it's Atlas Comics, so.
Wow. Yeah, this is really funny. Classic twist right here. This museum goer woman is looking for her husband, and she describes him, and the guard says, the only one that fits that description is this statue over here.
Wow.
What a twist.
Who would have guessed? Next up, we have the Thrilling Comics for 10 cents. Or not for 10 cents. It was priced at 10 cents. For $30. Yeah. It is fair. The cover centerfold is not attached completely, and the last page is also not attached, but it isn't story related. But yeah, Thrilling Comics. It is a fair price. It is number 66.
These are all oldies, really early comic stuff. Good pieces of history.
Following that, we have I Love You, very good minus for $5. Quick and Easy Disco Story from Charlton Comics, issue number 75. Trying to see what year this is, but yeah, very early on. And it is approved by the Comics Code Authority, as you would expect, nonetheless.
Thank goodness.
What would we ever do with that? Following that, we have Inferior 5, issue number 5. Very good, $6. Oh, man. The pricing would have been cool if it was $5. But yeah, $6 for Inferior 5, number 5.
Say hello as you guys file in. And as always, let us know what characters you guys love or what comics you're looking for, what books you're always looking to get.
What are you reading? What are you watching? Keep us up to date.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Archie Meets the Ramones, issue number 1. It is a whopping hefty book, and it's near mint, $6.
Jamil, color us surprised. Don't worry, we have a lot of X-Men to go over today, so stay excited. We will definitely get to those soon.
Next up, we have Devil's Kids, starring Hot Stuff. Very good for $3. The coupon is cut out on the last page, but it doesn't affect the story at all, and it's number 39.
Thanks for being excited.
Next up, we got some early Batman over here. We have very fine Batman number 246. It is $35. But yeah, this is honestly in such phenomenal condition. I honestly don't think I'll ever see a comic this old and this good of a condition, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's good. Next up, we have Batman number 300, whopping 300 issues into this. This is a giant size issue, and yeah, it says "Can a Legend Die?" and it's a double-length last Batman story, quote unquote.
John, I don't believe I have those next to me right now, but I will definitely make a note of that. I just took a screenshot, and I will keep an eye out for those. And yes, and one day when we're done moving, we will read Dwellings, Lucas and I.
Yeah, we've been moving this week.
We'll do a bedtime story. I'll read it to Lucas as he falls asleep. Jason would like Batman 246. Isn't it 256?
246. No,
246.
246.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Jason, 246 is yours.
And that's a man hanging himself.
35.
So
that's Robin.
Oh, Robin hanging himself.
That's
Damn.
Robin.
Crazy. Next up, we have issue number 304 for $6. Very fine. And it has, basically Batman standing over his own body as a ghost, cursing the murderer that killed him, saying, "I go out the way that my parents died. I can't even avenge them." And pretty interesting. $6.
What's today's date? The 3rd?
The 3rd. It is indeed the 3rd. But let's take down these She-Hulks. If you guys have any questions about the She-Hulks, don't be afraid to ask. But other than that, we're going to be moving on to some more interesting stuff now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Otherwise, this is very funny hearing you count.
Counting. Pretty funny stuff.
It is pretty hilarious. Next up, we have Invincible Iron Man number 36. Fine Plus for $14. Very early issue. And yeah, it's him versus a villain named Ramrod. I personally don't know this character. Elias, do you know anything about this character?
Oh, you don't know Ramrod?
Yeah, I don't know hit character Ramrod.
Oh my god. That's gotta be a one-off. That's gotta be a one-off character. That's hilarious though. I love it.
Ramrod, the hit character Ramrod.
It's gotta be a one-off.
Elias, tell the crowd about the giveaway one more time.
Yes, the
People that
giveaway, hashtag FJCCEXP to enter the giveaway. We're going to try and do more giveaways on this show to keep things interesting and exciting. So make sure you enter that hashtag so that we can give you guys this very cool Doctor Strange card.
It's an actual card, unwritten.
From 1971.
From 1971. With
Cool.
Doctor Strange staring into eternity.
Cool little piece of history there.
Speaking of Doctor Strange, we have Marvel Premiere featuring Doctor Strange issue number 3.
How did you do that?
$20. Fine Plus. This is the first appearance of Doctor Strange in the Marvel Premiere series. So yeah. Doctor Strange, as you know, is a well-known character. Elias, what do you think about Benedict Cumberbatch's portrayal of Doctor Strange?
I honestly think it was excellent. It's one of my favorite castings in the MCU period for a character. And yeah, he does a better American accent than
Holland.
Than some Americans.
I think he's
he's
very good at acting, very good as Doctor Strange. I just think he's given really bad scripts.
Yeah.
It's really the key.
Zane and Zap.
Oh, we got Zane and Zap.
The Iron Man is inclusion of a crossover with Daredevil number 73.
Oh, that's it.
Interesting.
Wait, so Daredevil fights off against Ramrod later on, or?
Or first, yes, because this is the inclusion.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, keeping up with that, we have Shang-Chi Master Kung Fu. We have issue number 100, whopping 100 issues into this series. It's $2, very, very cheap, very good condition. But yeah, very affordable. Shang-Chi fighting off up until his 100th issue. Keeping up with that, we have Sherlock Holmes, issue number 1, $15, very fine minus.
I'm double checking if this is a reprint, guys. Hold on a second.
Okay. Elias is going to check if that is a reprint. What is the price on the Marvel Premiere?
That's what I'm checking. Hold on.
Yep.
Just making sure it's not a reprint. I think it's the original.
Keep everyone in suspense here.
Oh, okay. Okay. It is not a reprint.
It is the original.
It is $20.
$20.
Fine Plus.
Whoever claims it first gets it.
Show it again, I guess.
Yeah.
Not a reprint.
Not a reprint. The original Marvel Premiere.
John is going to claim it.
John will claim. Okay. Following that up, Sherlock Holmes number 1, $15. Very fine minus. Sherlock Holmes in the DC universe. I'm sure that nothing possibly could go wrong if he was included in the modern day DC comics.
That's a great Batman Brave and the Bold episode where Batman teams up with Sherlock Holmes, and also the Demon and the Gentleman Ghost are involved. So it's just a great cast.
The Demon Etrigan, the one that rhymes.
You remember that episode though?
No, I actually don't. I remember Etrigan though a ton because he was Brave and the Bold was the thing that introduced me to him.
That makes sense.
Brave and the Bold was a lot of like introduction of like minor characters that really don't really get the spotlight usually. But yeah, Etrigan is one of those characters I really loved.
That's a great episode. It's like a mystery that Sherlock and Batman got to solve together. Demon's also there, and Gentleman Ghost is the bad guy. It's great.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Next up, we have Special Marvel Edition featuring Thor. It is a double feature. And yeah, has Thor, the God of Thunder. Special Marvel Edition number 1 for $12, fine condition. It's a hefty, thick book. But yeah, talking about Thor. And it has Donald Blake trying to run away to use his cane. $12.
Hi, Kenneth. Hope you're doing well.
Next up, we have Lois Lane, number 29, very early issue, in good condition. And yeah, this issue has Lois Lane offering free kisses to the entire Justice League. Anyone who wants a smooch can get one. And as you can see, everyone's lining up to kiss her, which I'm sure won't lead to any problems or any weird situations in the future. Right, Elias?
Yep.
$18 in good condition.
I don't even know what to say about this one, to be honest.
Yeah. This one's issue number 111. And yeah, it's her trapped by the Justice League. Fine condition, $18. Don't really know what else to say about it. It's honestly, I know it's obviously a reference to Gulliver's Travels. That's obviously what it's referencing. But yeah, pretty interesting.
Famous Jack Black movie, Gulliver's.
I always forget he was in that movie. Oh my god.
He's Gulliver, man.
Okay, it looks like Zanin will be claiming the 111.
All right, Zanin. I want to see your full Lois Lane collection one day.
One day.
I know it's lengthy.
Next up, we have issue number 140 of Superman. Very good condition, $85. This is the very first appearance of Blue Kryptonite. First ever appearance of Blue Kryptonite, obviously put in to be the Kryptonite to Bizarro.
Really?
Yeah. Issue 140.
Zanin Zap, that issue actually features Kirby's Fourth World. I think he's referring to the Lois Lane issue.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
That's it. Moving on from Superman, we have another copy of the first Karate Kid. Adventure Comics, number 346. We have a fine copy for $85. It seems like we're getting a bunch of Karate Kid. He's chopping into our houses, our store, and really not leaving us alone.
Nick already has his copy, so folks, make sure to get your own. Famous Legionnaire Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
He haunts us.
He does indeed haunt us. He truly does not want to leave the show, from what it seems like. Next up, we have The Crime Patrol, issue number 11. It is $90. It's in good condition. But yeah, real stories from real police. Told into comic format. Whoa. So yeah. Whoa, so cool. This is in good condition, $90.
Who published it?
It just says True Crime, honestly. Doesn't actually, well, the right corner is cut out, so.
Oh.
So even if we could tell, we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, probably said what that was.
Yeah.
Jamil wants to know how much was Superman 140.
Superman 140 was $85. $85.
$85.
It's very good condition.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Like VG?
Yeah, VG. Next up.
Sometimes I don't know if you mean the grade or just you're like, oh yeah, it's good.
Next up, we have DC Special number 1. It is fine with $25. $25. And it's talking about the classics written and created by Carmine Infantino. If you don't know who Carmine Infantino is, he was a hugely influential comic creator. And yeah, this is basically a collector's item honoring and paying homage to that person.
Jamil, if you grab a bunch of stuff today, I'll be happy to do 75 on that for you.
Lucas?
Yeah.
Lucas, can you
It
hear
was
me?
also for DC's publisher.
Yes.
And John will claim DC's special.
He was in charge of the reason why Spider-Man and Superman actually got together.
What?
Yeah, he came across the table, across the line.
Jamil wants Superman.
Oh, he wanted Superman? Okay. And he came across the line, basically wanted to have Superman and Spider-Man crossover, and so he talked to Stan Lee and got it done. Pretty sick. Next up, we have Green Lantern and Green Arrow in the number 100 issue. $10, very fine minus. Such a team up. I honestly don't think we've seen them team up since this period of time. In modern day, I don't feel like we ever see Green Lantern or Green Arrow work together, which is quite strange because they had so many books together.
Hashtag FJCCEXP, guys.
But yeah, pretty interesting.
I didn't see any hashtags in the chat. John will claim
The Green Lantern.
Rio. And I have to make a bag for
John.
Jamil. This is for John.
Yes.
Lucas? I
Yes.
want to take the Lois Lane of Justice for kissing.
Okay. Here you go.
That was actually a way of getting a kryptonite antidote to Superman.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Sure. I'm sure it wasn't contrived in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, you'd be surprised how well contrived those
Just
things were back then.
Okay, anyway, continuing on. We have a king-size special of Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos. Issue number 2. It is $24, fine plus. And this is them from the perspective of them fighting on D-Day. Pretty horrific event, if you don't know. World War II D-Day was the day where Americans...
That's a great issue, John. It's also the first appearance of the new Airwave. Wow. Whoever that is.
Zayn and Zap.
Whoever Airwave is.
Sounds like a transformer.
Yeah. The hashtag is FJCCEXP. It's a free giveaway. It costs nothing. We give you the thing for free.
Next up, we have World's Finest 80-page giant. It is issue number 161. Very fine minus. Batman and Superman working together, facing off in the stories. The caveman from Krypton, the alien who doomed Robin, the alien Superman, and the super foes from Planet X. Yeah, $50. Very fine minus. So this is an excellent condition. Highly recommend if you're a fan of these characters. Next up, we have Near Mint, You're the Villain, number 1, from a couple years back for $3. This is the first giant reveal of Perpetua and her grand plan, Venom Who Laughs, Legion of Doom, and the Dark Secrets of Leviathan. So yeah, $3. Near Mint. Yeah, this is Perpetua.
Gotcha.
She basically holds the source wall. Or she was locked behind the source wall.
Lock on this.
Yeah, so hence why Lex Luthor wanted to break the source wall and let her out. Which led to a ton of problems. Who would have guessed? Okay, John McClane is back with claiming the villain. John, we have not seen you in a while.
Welcome back.
It has been a minute. Glad to see you back.
Zayden, I haven't yet, but I don't know if Mike has done a search in Jersey yet. I'll put it on the search list right now so that Mike can look for it.
Next up, we have very fine Near Mint issue, special giant issue of Secret Origins presents. And yeah, $10 by popular demand, Secret Origins. featuring Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Flash, Adam Strange, Manhunter, Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, and Challengers of the Unknown. I got tripped up because it says Manhunter from Mars instead of Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, I don't see. There must be a glitch with hashtags worldwide because I'm not seeing anybody's hashtag entry.
What's the cover price on that?
This issue?
Yeah.
John.
It's covered by the sticker.
John is going to claim Secret Origins. Is
Okay.
that the only one?
No, there was another one that I was about to
Oh, but
show.
you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
What issue number is this? No, it's only covering the Comics Code Authority thing. That's weird.
Huh.
Doesn't have a number on it.
Well, this one has number 8.
It just,
So-
it just says special giant issue.
Yeah.
But does it have a cover price?
Oh, also no.
Yeah.
Is it a reprint or something?
The original was 25 cents. That might be a reprint.
Oh, this is a reprint.
This is a reprint?
That was one of the most
Yeah.
popular annuals that were done.
Okay. So it is a reprint.
Okay, it's a reprint.
John, I'm assuming you knew that, but maybe not. But it is a reprint. Yeah, the hashtag's not working. It's really weird.
Yeah, that is strange. Let's check if this one is also a reprint, honestly.
I mean, the pricing is accurate because these were priced a while ago.
John will be taking back his claim. Very fair.
Rescind claim.
Rescind. Let's see.
Yeah, it is.
See, this one is also a reprint. So, just as a heads up, this is a reprint. Usually we're really
Sorry,
good.
that's a
Usually
really
we're
good price if it was actually the old one.
Yeah, we're usually pretty good with checking if something is a reprint, but
No, this was priced a long time ago and it was still in the bagging board, so
yeah, we didn't check it.
we had to
So
open it up. So sorry.
that's on us. Sorry about that. Anyway, Secret Origins number 8. It is a reprint. Keep that in mind for $10.
No worries, John. No,
Anyway.
don't worry.
Just hand me 2 more books real quick.
That Jason something.
Elias is having auditory hallucinations.
Oh, thanks.
Phenomenal. Moving on, we have Warlord number 1. Fine plus $20. Hit character Warlord. Has actually been appearing in Danger Street. Has been a really fun character, honestly. But yeah, not a character that's been particularly popular over the years. But $20, fine plus. This is a DC first issue. And following that up, what do we have, Elias?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, should we move to the next rack?
You can do Smurfs if you want.
Okay. We have Marvel Smurfs, issue number 2, for $9. Issue number 2 of Marvel Smurfs. This is in very fine condition. I know that people like, the hashtags are working. They are back.
So not FJCCEXP, but EXP FJCC is working.
That's so strange.
Now we're seeing everybody's hashtags. Get yourself this very cool collectible right here.
Let me
from
show
Marvel.
it one more time. The sick letter.
Now that it's working.
Phenomenal. The coloring is sick. And it has Doctor Strange masked up.
Those were for blacklight posters.
Oh, can you
It's
stick
awesome.
the black light on?
No. Originally, they were blacklight posters that they were doing the art for.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, that's sick. Anyway, we're going to be taking off these Damian Wayne keys and moving on to the next rack. So, if you guys are looking for the first full appearance of Damian Wayne or first cover appearance, definitely hit us up.
We're going to clear this rack while we take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot of cool books to talk about today.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here. He sells the comics. And you got Rock and Robbie. He knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula: you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hello. We are back. You guys ready? Let's kick off this new rack over here. Oh, Elias is not ready. Elias is going at it right now.
Say something cool.
Say something cool and witty? Okay.
Say something epic.
It's way too hot in Philadelphia today. It's 91 degrees.
It was so nice the past few days, too. It really stinks that this is what we're getting back to. But
yeah, it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, the last 3 days were just so nice that it kind of makes sense that it has to kind of even out. I've never been to a Labor Day that hasn't rained, so genuinely, in my entire life, as far as I remember, I've never attended a Labor Day that hasn't had awful weather. So I wonder if this year will be any different. But yeah, we used to, as a kid, I used to go to this soccer tournament that would happen on Labor Day. Every year that my dad would DJ, and it was a sick tournament between all the small, basically adult teens in my city. So it was all just like all the Hispanics, all the Latinos, every immigrant group basically made a soccer team, and we were just all facing off against each other. It was so funny.
I mean, it's September now, so I'm looking forward to fall, honestly.
I mean, I personally like the
I'm
fall.
get into my fall outfits.
I like the fall time, honestly. I like the fall and springtime. I just don't like winter, specifically. I like the in-between time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, moving on. We have Miss Marvel #1. Good/very good. $25. This is the first issue of Miss Marvel. Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel.
Her first ever solo.
Yeah, and it's her facing off against Scorpion of all characters. Interesting first issue character to face off against.
Yeah, very interesting. But Jamil will claim it. That's what I thought.
Okay.
I was going to say This is a very cool issue.
Next up, we have Joker, Last Laugh, Secret Files, and Origins. Very fine, near mint for $7. $7. This has some awesome Joker stories, such as Send in the Clowns, Don't Try This at Home, Laughing on the Inside, and The Worm Returns. But yeah, really weird cover, a bunch of Joker faces, kind of all over the place.
Nice claim, Jamil. Apparently beat out John there real quick.
Yeah. Next up, we got a DC movie special.
Whoa.
We have Batman, The Batman, #1. The one featuring Michael Keaton and Nicholson as Joker. $10, very fine. This is the first issue. And yeah, 1989. This is a movie special to promote the Batman film that featured Michael Keaton. If you guys don't know, Michael Keaton recently returned in The Flash. It's probably one of the better parts of the movie, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't have much nostalgia for Keaton. But that's just personal preference, to be honest. Anyway, Jamil has 2 streams up. He is quite literally rigging the system against everyone else.
What can I say? I'm very excited all of the time. That's my secret. I'm always excited.
If you guys didn't get that, it's the Avengers scene where Hulk reveals to Cap that he is always angry.
It's so corny.
It is corny. But it's a great line delivery. Let's be honest here.
Oh, it's so corny.
But you can't say you weren't smiling and cracking up.
No, I was. But
and
I
like
was a child.
Next up,
secret Cap.
I'm always angry. Anyway, next up, we got an official comic book adaptation of Batman, the film. This is written by O'Neill and Ordway and Jerry Ordway with Steve Oliff. And yeah, this is the actual comic book adaptation of the film. So if you're trying to get the story before and the story of the film in comic book format, this is now your time. This is very fine, near mint, $15. Following that, we have some cool The Monster of Frankenstein, issue #4. This is July. $12. Fine comic. The Monster of Frankenstein.
This is the horror segment, guys.
If you enjoy horror, tune in. Keep your eyes peeled. Keeping up with that, The Monster of Frankenstein, issue #5 for $10. Fine minus. John will claim Frankenstein for...
I have a feeling he's going to be typing that a few times.
Yeah. John, tell us if you want #5.
Well, you can still say all the detail this time, but we'll probably just...
He will claim #5.
These are just going straight into his bag.
Okay, #6, $8. Very good / fine. I have a sneaking suspicion that once I put this down.
Sorry, just keep going.
Okay, moving on. We have Frankenstein #7, the Frankenstein monster, and yeah, $10. Fine.
You can put them up there. It's easier for me to reach them from there.
You know what could be interesting? Since Marvel did Frankenstein and Disney owns Marvel, Disney could do a Frankenstein animated.
I love any Marvel monster stuff, so I would be down for that.
I would love like a claymation style Frankenstein movie.
Yeah.
Like an adaptation of the original script.
Frankenhole on Adult Swim.
Frankenweenie? Oh.
Frankenhole.
No, I
On
never.
Adult Swim. It's stop motion monster comedy nonsense. Yeah, you should check it out.
They did a Frankenweenie, which was like Frankenstein but with a dog, and it was all claymation.
Oh, I love Frankenweenie, yeah.
It was great.
John, just warning you, there's a lot of Frankenstein here.
So issue #10, $15, fine / very fine. Yeah, the death strikes the man called Frankenstein. common misconception about Frankenstein. Frankenstein's actually not the name of the monster, but actually the name of his creator.
Marvel has it right here. It's the Frankenstein monster.
Yes.
Is
Issue number 11.
These are going straight into your bag. Just let them know the price.
Issue number 11 is $8, fine minus.
Oh, John says he needs this run. Okay, great. Good.
Frankenstein Monster, issue number 12, fine plus $12.
So we got 11 and 12.
Okay. Had to put it in another spot, so I was a little bit confused.
Okay, so no 11, but 12.
You want 12? Okay. Here you
Now
go.
that I can't reach it.
Fine. Issue number 13, number 10.
Oh, you do want 11? Okay. Sorry.
Here you go, 11. Number 13 is over here, Undying Fiend.
13.
14, $10, fine condition. 15, $10, fine condition. 16, $10, fine condition.
All right, 14.
Gonna conveyor belt this.
15.
Just gonna conveyor belt
I'm just waiting
this.
for the comment to hit the screen. There's a bit of a lag, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
Frankenstein, number 17, $10, fine.
All right, this look right here. This is a fit. Look at this.
That is pretty
He's
cool.
got the fur vest, got the green.
I mean, that's his
monster,
consistent outfit from then on.
Got the jeans. Come on.
Next up, we have 18,
16.
$13, fine.
17.
The Frankenstein Monster, number 9, $20, fine condition. And it has Dracula in the comic this time. So I know John is a huge fan of Dracula on top of.
I know you're claiming this already, John. Sorry, real quick. Bernie Wrightson, beautiful Bernie Wrightson cover right there. Check that out.
Yeah, that's sick.
But yeah, these are all going in your bag, John. So we got 18.
Number 9.
Oh, did I have them out of? Did I have
Yeah, you did have them out of order.
Or it's just this one that was out of order,
No,
right? Because
this
it
one.
still goes up.
8.
Oh, okay. Oh,
This one is number 8, where Frankenstein finally meets Dracula. The Frankenstein Monster meets Dracula, the king of vampires. I don't know if he's the king yet.
I love this series, so I'm glad to see it get a good home.
And move.
Claim 8. All right, hold on. This is a big one, Lucas. Hold on. Sorry, I want to ramp it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, 8 is yours.
Wait. Oh, is this what I think it is?
Iconic cover right here.
Wait. But,
Oh wait, yeah.
wait. Yeah. You see what I'm thinking, right?
Hold on. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Wait. Give us a second as we deliberate over here. As we realize that we had something that we didn't realize that we had.
Comment below your favorite monster. It could be just a generic monster, but just comment below.
I personally am a huge fan of The Thing. I think The Thing provides that like nice terror sweet spot where it's like you don't know if something's actually the monster or your friend, and so it hits that sweet spot. And then when it goes into its full monster form, it's crazy.
So that this is his first appearance outside of 2.
Oh, okay.
Outside of.
Okay, got it. So we got a cool issue here. We just wanted to confirm what we had. This is Morbius, the Living Vampire, number 24, with Blade, very first feature
Outside of
Tomb of Dracula. So this is the first appearance of him outside of Tomb of Dracula. Blade over here fighting off against Michael Morbius from the hit film with Jared Leto. I'm sorry, I just always have to make that joke. There's really.
You know what should happen is when the Blade movie finally comes out, he should show up in 2 frames and get killed instantly.
Yeah, he just kills Jared Leto. That's the beginning of it.
Werewolf, good choice.
But yeah, John will claim.
Oh, I think Zane is joking. But
The Thing is not a monster. It's like,
Lucas was talking about the John Carpenter.
yeah, John Carpenter is The Thing. But yeah, no. It's blatant time.
John said LV. He's very familiar with
Living Vampire,
so
yeah.
much so that he just says LV.
Man is so. People call me Dr. Morbius, but I'll let John call me Michael. But yeah, no, sick. We didn't even realize we had that until right now. So that's pretty sick.
Yep.
Taking a photo to send to your dad.
Yep.
If you guys didn't know, Elias's father is also a huge comic head. So neat stuff like this he also likes to see.
He loves horror. He loves comics.
Huge into Marvel. It's like darker monsters and mythology. Same with DC. So.
All right.
Man of culture.
Well,
yeah. That was supposed to be our second rack.
there goes that rack.
Yeah. So, should we
all right.
finish up this rack?
I think it's time we give Jamil his
Okay.
his
His
goodies.
dessert.
So,
His dessert.
I don't know. Should we just shift these over here, maybe?
Yeah, let's just move these over here and then.
Yeah, let's do that. Yes, we're talking about John Carpenter's The Thing. Yes.
Yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing. That is my favorite monster if we're going to choose one. Just because I do love the way that when he goes full monster too, like how the teeth just randomly, sporadically grows out of their body. Like, it's genuinely horrifying.
I am not much for modern horror movies simply because they're so gory and gratuitous. But the thing about The Thing is that it's practical and like I can see that there's craft in it. It's not just like here's a bunch of blood, you know. It's like crazy creature design.
They built
really
like the
interesting
mouth
stuff.
that like ate the arm in
Right.
that one scene. Like that was crazy.
Right. So stuff like that I really love.
Yeah. No, and I love the ending too. Like I was not a fan of that they continued it at all, even with a prequel, because the ending of that movie is just so good. You just don't know.
Jamil said perfect movie in my opinion. Yeah.
No, that's very fair. The score's phenomenal. Man, I gotta rewatch it now. I gotta rewatch it again.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
But yeah, the thing is phenomenal.
Perfect. This is a perfect 12 right
Oh,
here.
perfect 12? Okay.
This is a nice little ramp up we got going.
Okay, we got it starting off light and then going in.
So do you remember what this is?
Yes.
Lucas?
This is a specific tribute issue to forgetting his name.
Julie Schwartz.
Julie Schwartz. So yeah, this is Superman number 411. A tribute issue to Julie Schwartz. Very fine, $10. They actually had to hide this from him in the studio to actually make this issue, which is pretty hilarious when you think about it.
Apparently, when they were working on this,
I just said that.
Sorry, this is a. Well, I was just gonna point out that it's a new stand.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to repeat the same exact thing I just said, where it's like they hit it every time he came in.
Newsstand edition.
That. Next up, we have Tales of the New Teen Titans, Cyborg, his very own origin. Very fine, $20. But yeah, this is the origin of Cyborg. This is issue number 1 of 4, where we go over basically the Teen Titans and their origins.
There is, of course, a current Tales of the Titans book right now that each cover is an homage to these covers right here.
Yeah. I never read the most recent one, so I don't know how good it is. But yeah.
They swapped the order. They made Starfire number 1 and Raven number 2.
Probably
because they just referenced the Cyborg cover in his solo book.
Probably. Next up, we have Raven in issue number 2, $7. Very fine. Minus.
That's funny. I didn't know that. If you knew Norwegian, the movie was spoiled the first 5 minutes, but I don't agree. But I don't. So agree. The movie is awesome. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah. Very fine. $8. Starfire. Yeah, I guess if you did know the language in the beginning of the movie, yeah, that would really spoil it for you.
Here's a cool one.
Next up, we have Wonder Woman number 1. This is the start of the second volume of Wonder Woman. basically her modern stories from here on out. Very fine plus for $30. Wonder Woman, phenomenal character, as you obviously know. But yeah, this run was the first one to introduce Barbara Minerva as Cheetah and a bunch of other classic things about Diana.
Who's the artist on that?
It is Patterson. Oh, no, George Perez. It is George Perez.
Yeah, George Perez.
Yep. So George
I think
Perez.
He's on all these covers, I think, for this series.
Yeah. Next up, we have, speaking of Barbara Minerva, we have The Origin of Barbara Minerva, very fine plus for $4. This is Wonder Woman number 9.
I really honestly enjoyed the first Wonder Woman movie, so I wanted to like the second one, but I just couldn't get behind it. It was really weak, really all over the place.
Yeah. Even Pedro Pascal couldn't save it.
Yeah, seriously.
He just acts so out of character, even for his characters that he normally acts. But yeah, no, I really like the first movie, except I have one complaint. I wish that killing Ares didn't actually end the war. Because I feel like they built up to that, where it was supposed to be no, war is a man-made thing. It's not.
Right.
Ares doesn't
that's true.
They kind of hint with that with the Native American and a bunch of others where it's who took your land? This guy, and why are you fighting with him? Because money. It's
yeah.
It was all this stuff, and then they kind of just killed Ares, and it was oh, everyone's kind of wants a hug. That's cool, and I was man, that kind of subverts your entire point. Anyway, Wonder Woman, number 18. This is the first appearance of modern Cersei. Very fine plus for $7. The very first appearance of Cersei. This is also a bonus 16 pages, second feature. Should I go? Okay. First up, we have First X Factor. Very fine plus for $18. X Factor, if you don't know, is the original team of X-Men basically together yet again for the first time.
But in a new era.
In a new era under a new name. X Factor.
Together yet again for the first time.
Together yet again for the first time.
But yeah, and all just I guess variations of the same costume.
Yeah.
But it's the same classic for.
I actually really like the costume, though, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think it looks good that they all kind of wear it consistently, except for Beast, because he only has to wear shorts. And Iceman. Next up, we have...
Iceman never has to wear anything, I guess. I don't know.
Next up, we have X Factor number 5. This is a very fine plus, and it is the first cameo appearance of Apocalypse. First cameo appearance of Apocalypse. If you guys don't know, very, very, very important X-Men character. Influences a ton of characters from Sinister all the way to even modern X-Men books.
Yeah, before we get to this very cool comic right here, make sure you enter the hashtag EXPFJCC to enter the giveaway. There's plenty of you in here, and for free, you can enter this giveaway.
Yeah. Anyway, next up, we have a True Believers number 1, X-Men Apocalypse. It is $1, a whopping $1. If you guys are looking to read up about Apocalypse, it's a quick buck. It's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So yeah, pretty cool. And after that, we have X Factor number 6, the first full appearance of Apocalypse. Very fine plus for $50. $50, the very first appearance of Apocalypse, X Factor number 6.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you want the cheaper version, you can get the $1. If you want the $50 version, we got it over here.
And finally,
the price on Wonder Woman 1 is $30. Very fine plus. And finally, to clear out this rack, we have X Factor number 15. Angel loses his wings. Very fine for $4. And I do love this cover because of how ridiculous it is. It just has a giant nope on Angel. Just they couldn't show how grotesque having his wings ripped off were, so they were just like, what's the best way to Explain what's happening.
What an amazing
Cover.
what an amazing art piece.
Yeah.
Right there.
No, seriously.
I'll meet you in the middle at 25.
I
What
will.
is that?
It's saying to restart, which I will immediately click no. Restart later tonight.
All right, that scared me.
Yeah.
Meet you in the middle, John, at 25. Let me know if that's good for you.
Okay.
Deal. All right, let's do it.
Okay. 25. Here you go.
John, you got a nice stack going today.
Yeah. But man, I'm surprised no one's claiming no one's claiming X Factor number 6.
I guess they all have it already.
Yeah, I guess everyone has X Factor number 6, huh? That first Comicrypt Apocalypse. Man, crazy.
You're welcome, John. No problem. All right, well, we're clearing off this rack. What was on here again?
We have
Oh, just randomness.
just randomness. It's kind of all over the place. We have Karate Kid though.
Jamil has 3 copies of it. See, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Man. That was the thing that I was hoping you would get, Jamil. Well, I'm glad that you already have it. But yeah, X Factor number 6.
All right, all these randos are going away.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask any questions about them.
For the right price, I would bite, but we are way off.
Come on, it's Apocalypse. He's awesome.
Did you like him in the movie?
I did.
He was honestly acted pretty well. Do I like the plot? No, but Oscar Isaac actually did kind of play him well, genuinely. Plus he did look fine. He looked fine. Next up, we have
Cool cover. No, cool character. Apocalypse is major, man.
X Factor, second cover appearance of Apocalypse. X Factor number 19 for $10. Very fine. It is also the first cover appearance of the Horsemen of Apocalypse. After that, we have X Factor number 22. Second cover appearance of Archangel. Very fine plus Archangel. Oh, sorry. Second cameo appearance of Archangel. Very fine plus for $4. Now this...
Jamil said, I didn't understand why Moon Knight was attacking the X-Men in that movie.
He was just really angry. They made fun of his moon god.
A lot of people now, a lot of actors have had 2 shots at the comic book movie game. I gotta say, there's a lot of...
Okay, wait.
I want to make a list.
Wait. So Ryan Reynolds.
But actually, I want people to comment all of them.
Okay.
Try and collect all the Infinity Stones. Comment every actor that's had 2 shots in the comic book movie game.
Yeah.
And we'll tally them in our heads. Or we'll tally them over the next break.
Yeah. X Factor number 24. This is the first full appearance of Archangel. Very fine plus $30.
Oh, I think that's
yeah.
That's so after the break, we'll reveal all the actors that have had 2 shots in the comic book movie game. Don't go anywhere.
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise. A promise of adventure. A promise of excitement. A promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com today. You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show, on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Hey
Hello.
everybody! I hope you all had a very exciting break trying to rack your brains for what actors have had 2 shots in the comic book movie game.
We've been also racking our brains since then.
You guys definitely had some ones that we didn't have, like Michael Keaton with Batman and Vulture. You guys commented that before we came up with that.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren, I didn't realize was also He-Man.
He was He-Man? Oh. I didn't realize that.
I don't know when that movie was from, but He-Man and Punisher apparently is.
Yeah, I knew that he was in Punisher. He's in Dolph Lundgren's Punisher.
Who did the King Shark actor?
Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone played not Star-Lord,
Starhawk.
Starhawk, and he
That's
also
a good
played
one,
King
Jimmy.
Shark.
I didn't think of that. Yeah,
that is true. Also, Will Smith.
Kraglin and Weasel. Good point.
What about Will Smith? Does that count because he was Deadshot and also Hancock?
Loosely. Was Hancock based on a comic?
No, that's what I think. I think it was just a solo movie, but it was really good. I mean, I actually really liked that movie. I honestly wish they gave it a sequel.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was Thomas Wayne, the comedian, and Clay.
Oh,
Losers. Okay, that's good.
True. Trying to think what else. We're trying to rack our brains without actually looking it up on the internet.
But here's the ones that you guys missed. You missed Chris Evans, who of course was Human Torch and then Captain America. You guys missed Ryan Reynolds, surprisingly, who was Green Lantern and then Deadpool. And a little more of an obscure one, but still Brandon Routh, who played Adam and Superman.
Yeah. So interesting.
It's a fun topic. So
what about, did they get Halle Berry?
They did say Halle Berry.
Yes.
They did
that horrific Catwoman film. Quite truly.
We gotta watch that and do
I will actually violently throw up from the editing. I will violently throw up from the editing, especially for the basketball scene.
What's James Gunn's brother's name?
Sean Gunn. Yeah, he's gonna be at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Just ask him to give me a job.
Oh,
hey, Mr.
Oh,
Gunn.
you know who you missed?
Who?
Professor X, Captain Picard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, but did he play Picard before the comics, or
Well, Star Trek was a show before a comic, right?
Star Trek was in the 80s and the 90s, and they did the movies, and then in 2002 he did the X-Men,
Right.
and then he went back to doing Picard.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the Josh Brolin. You guys get credit for that one.
Yeah.
And the other one that you guys missed, Colin Farrell,
Bullseye.
and then of course Penguin.
Yeah,
So,
but I don't blame people for not remembering that because he looks so different than the Batman.
big transformation right there.
Yeah, very much so. I'm starting to, after having watched the movie enough times, I think I'm either A, gaslighting myself into thinking I can finally start seeing Colin Farrell in that mess, or B, I'm finally actually starting to be able to see Colin Farrell.
Oh, and
in
of
that
course,
mess.
Christian Bale. How could we forget?
Oh, yeah, now he's Gore in Batman. Yeah, completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Anywho.
Yes, let us continue anyway. Moving on. Oh, and we also got Scarecrow and Oppenheimer. You know, the worst super villain.
Zane and Zach. Friday is his 57th anniversary of Star Trek.
Oh, wow. There you go.
To the day. I didn't know that.
Scarenheimer. Oh, no.
If Scarecrow could set off a bomb
Oh my
and release his fear toxin
At that radius, that would be
crazy.
Fear
Fear state, more like fear country. Like, come on, let's go.
Don't give them ideas. Don't give them ideas.
DC.
Next DC event is just going to be Fear
DC
Country.
event is fear country. Yeah.
Instead of Fear State. Oh, no. Anyway, next up we have the Canadian version of X-Men #4.
A strange reprint, probably not legal reprint.
Yeah, it's weird. It was made in 1977, so at least 10 years after the original.
Well, no. I think that print date on the cover is also false. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I had said 1983 earlier, so it was like 20 years after, actually.
Yeah.
If I remember. I looked on the inside.
But
yeah, no, this is a pretty interesting...
item, but interesting, unique item for sure.
Yeah. Weird... sorry, not Canadian. Australian. That's what I meant to say.
Australian.
I'm sorry.
Great in price.
$17, fine/very fine. Next up, we have X-Men #143. This is the last John Byrne issue. Very fine plus for $30. Last John Byrne issue. He finally leaves the X-Men after this. And yeah, what a phenomenal run he had.
All right. There's plenty of X-Men here, Jamil. So hopefully you've got something that you're missing.
Yeah. Has he gotten anything yet?
You got a couple things so far.
Okay. I want to make sure he doesn't leave that empty-handed. That's all. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men #145. The old X-Men appear in this. This is $11. Very fine. And it has Doom holding Storm and standing over the body of Colossus, Angel, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine.
That's a great cover.
Yeah, no, it's really sick. How do you think he drinks through the mask? I mean, usually the lips are not there, right? Like usually it's like
he's got that weird Kirby great design that they kept for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think they have it anymore, but I'll have to look at the Venom cover.
Chug. You give him like a chug pipe.
You see it down there? No, they got rid of it, right? On that Venom cover.
Oh,
the
true.
new Venom cover.
Yeah.
He used to have like a very intricate mouth design.
True.
But yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men #148. This is the very first appearance of Caliban. $11, very fine. But yeah, Caliban. You know, his whole ability is basically that he can detect mutants, and it's been used pretty frequently by the villains of the story.
Yes, that's right. This Australian edition book does say copyright DC Comics inside, so whoever printed it was doing all sorts of weird things.
It's a really weird, really strange. We were having a difficult time even finding it online.
Yeah.
So honestly, really,
Lucas was. I didn't do it. I love this cover. I just wanted to say that. I love the use of negative space here, but it's also an actual character. It's a villain. Great color combo. Really nice cover here. Anyway,
next up, we have a double-sized 150th issue of the X-Men. It's them facing off against Magneto, and this is the This is the origin of Magneto, officially confirming that he is a Holocaust survivor, and it is very fine.
Jason, I know you love your oddities. This is going in your bag. Good claim.
I will move this up and move this over.
Oh, that's okay, because I'm not going to have enough for the rack.
You said that's the one that has DC printed on the inside?
Yeah,
it says
it's
copyright
really weird.
DC, but it's like D.C. They dot. Like
It's-
they do it in like a weird way.
It's quite the strange, weird one, honestly.
To try and throw people off.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but it's a reprint of like the original, a very early issue of X-Men, but they
Wait,
just
it's black and white.
it's also in black and white. Yeah,
He claimed
so it's
it, right?
like
Now he claimed it?
yeah, he claimed it. Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Jason, you'll be able to tell us all the other oddities that you find inside
Yeah.
that book.
Next up, we have X-Men number 154. This is the origin of the Summers family, excluding Vulcan, of course, who was later added in. This is a very fine minus for $9.
John said, "Did anyone mention Ben Affleck?" No. Why am I blinking? Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck was Batman and Daredevil.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, wow, I can't believe we didn't get that.
You
Yeah.
completely blanked on that. Yeah, especially because of the Colin Farrell thing. Oops.
Yeah, we literally mentioned. Wait, was what's her name who played Elektra? Was she anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, and we have 2 copies. Both of them very fine minus. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men 155. First appearance of Brood. Very fine plus $30. First appearance of Brood. Brood. Jamil said bootlegged X-Men. Yeah, it really is. It's weird. But like I looked inside, honestly, the line work is really good. Like I was looking at it and like while it doesn't have color, like the actual printing of it is actually really nice. So it's weird. It's quite strange. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men 156. The origin of Corsair. Is it Corsair or Corsair?
Corsair.
Corsair. $9. Very fine. Can you name all these Starjammers?
Nope. I used to know, but now all I can tell you is Corsair and Chad.
I only learned about the Starjammers during the era of like young X-Men, the young classic X-Men, like the classic X-Men coming into the future. That was the only time
All
I
new
learned
X-Men?
about. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the time where I learned about the Starjammers. I never knew about his dad being a space pirate
Yeah.
before.
That
That was such a
insane.
weird thing for me to learn. I was like, what?
Yep.
Okay. Moving on to this rack. I'm surprised no one has claimed the first appearance of Apocalypse. But I guess we will move on.
These are going away. These are going to go on the wall, I guess.
On the wall, yeah. No one wants first appearance of Apocalypse. No one even wants the True Believers first appearance of Apocalypse.
No Apocalypse love.
No, seriously.
This is going on the rack. This is going out front on the show.
$1. Let's go. Okay, what else you got for me, Elias?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things, things and
2,
stuff.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, you know who else we forgot?
Who else?
James Bond, Dr. Fate.
Oh yeah, he was the guy.
Who?
The guy who played James Bond. I always forget his name. Pearson Brosnan.
Pierce
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, he played Dr. Fate. I think he was a phenomenal Dr. Fate. As much as I didn't like the Black Adam movie, he was the best part of that, bar none. Easily the best part. Like Dr. Fate was the best part of that entire thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, we have Uncanny X-Men number 158. This is the very first appearance of Rogue within the X-Men book, and very fine for $25. Technically, her first appearance is tied with Rom, which is a pretty interesting book to be tied for first appearance. But yeah, this is her first appearance within an X-Men book. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men 159. Storm turns into a vampire of all things. Very fine for $9.
Yep. In that wacky period.
Oh, Idris Elba. Wait. He was Bloodsport, and was he something else?
Heimdall.
Oh yeah. There you go. That'll do it.
Yep. There's a lot. There's clearly a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think these guys are lucky to get a second shot. Some of their second shots were like,
They didn't deserve it.
first thing. Well, that too. But some people had a flop second role, but some people were able to cash in on the golden age of the comic book movies. Like Green Lantern was obviously a flop, and then Deadpool was much more successful. So.
Yeah. Would you want Henry Cavill to be Hyperion if that ever happened?
I'd be down for that. I think that
because I remember that was being like a huge rumor for a period of time, and it's like,
oh really?
Yeah, people were just spreading falsities and rumors. You know how it is, the rumor mill for the comic industry. Anyway, next up we have Uncanny X-Men 162. This is a Wolverine solo story. $16. Very fine. Wolverine taking center stage, being surrounded by a brood. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men 163, very fine, for $9. This is the origin of Binary, Captain Marvel's extreme super-powered form. Basically her going Super Saiyan, I guess is the best way to put it. Obviously before Super Saiyan. But yeah, quite an interesting turn of events. Next up, we have X-Men 166. This is the very first appearance of Lockheed.
Jamil really just said claim X-Men. Which one?
Yeah, wait, you can't just say that, bud. Like,
I think he's just pranking us.
You can't just say claim X-Men. Like,
I think he's just pranking us. I think he's just messing with us now.
First appearance of Lockheed, issue 166. It is a double-sized issue. $8, very fine. And yeah, this is the appearance of Kitty Pryde's pet dragon.
I don't know about the losers. I'll have to check that out. The Rogue one. First Rogue and X-Men?
Yeah.
Issue 158. Just clarifying, Jamil. Want to make sure I give you the right book.
I really don't like Rogue's original appearance. I think it looks pretty bad, to be honest. Like the weird wolf look.
Yeah, it's pretty goofy. All right. 158 is yours, Jamil.
Okay. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men 168. First appearance of Madeline Pryor. Very fine plus, $8. But yeah, as you can see, this is Kitty Pryde trying desperately to phase through a wall and finding herself unable to. I like to say that Kitty Pryde is probably one of the better casual X-Men characters. Her ability is super busted. Especially if you really think about the implementation. When she's fighting, when she's hiding, stealth missions, she is one of those characters that you really, really, really don't want to mess with in any of those situations. Honestly, I think she has the potential to be even worse of a killer than Logan, because you really can't stop her if she's phasing through everything.
Yep.
What can really stop her? At least with Wolverine, you can like shoot him and like push him and punch him, but like with Kitty, she just goes right through you, and all she does is just phase, and you're instantly dead.
Oh yeah, and also Volstagg and Punisher was the same guy.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
That's funny.
that was also
Yeah, Ray Stevens.
Lucas, to answer your question, maybe Professor X, a mental blast, could affect her mind.
Maybe, yeah. But like
No,
other,
I mean, he is really the top of the mutant food chain. I mean, he's proved that again and again.
yeah,
If you guys haven't read the Hellfire Gala this year, that proves my point. And X-Men 25 that follows that up is an amazing Kitty Pryde issue.
yeah.
Definitely worth reading, I think.
She readopted the name Shadowcat, which with an awesome new design that I really, really dig. She's kind of going back to her ninja assassin ways.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Next up, we have X-Men number 171. Rogue finally officially joins the X-Men. Very fine plus for $25. As you can see, the X-Men are chasing after Rogue, trying to welcome her, obviously, very lovingly. But yeah, $25, very fine plus. Next, we have the debut of Punk Storm and Uncanny X-Men 173. This is the debut of Storm's now classic Punk costume. Punk look, very fine, $8. Moving on, we have 20th anniversary issue of X-Men 175. The Phoenix finally returns in this issue, and it is very fine plus $14. Phoenix returning to wreak havoc once more. Following that up, we have the very first appearance of Forge in X-Men 184 for $10. Very fine plus. If you don't know Forge, he's a mutant who, while he doesn't necessarily understand all the technology he builds, he has the ability to basically upgrade and build contraptions for specific purposes, such as even taking mutant abilities away.
Another important character in the Krakoan Age.
Yeah. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men 185. Storm loses her powers. $8. Very fine. And yeah, she loses her powers for a full 2 years after this issue. And doesn't get it back for a while later. So it takes quite a bit of time for her to get them back. So a surprisingly significant moment. Next up, we have the very first appearance of Nimrod. Very fine for $10. X-Men 191 with this classic cover of Vision phasing through Colossus. But yeah, if you don't know who Nimrod is, if you're reading the Krakoa Age, you definitely know who Nimrod is.
Again, just read House of X, read Powers of X.
It's really good. Current X-Men is phenomenal. I honestly legitimately recommend you guys. I would read House of X, Powers of X, and then read Immortal. That'd be like a great way to get into it without having to read every Krakoan Age book. And then if you like it, keep going. But yeah, no.
John's thinking of these off the top of his head, by the way. These aren't
Really?
these aren't research, but he said it's funny because he said Aaron Taylor Johnson, Craven / Kick-Ass, but really it was Quicksilver, and then
Quicksilver. He's Quicksilver in the X-Men Fox universe and Quicksilver in WandaVision.
No.
Oh, wait.
Disney.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was
You're
thinking
thinking
Evan
of
Peters.
Yeah.
Evan Peters.
Yeah, Evan Peters is
What's
Quicksilver and then Quicksilver. No, but yeah, Craven, Kick-Ass, Quicksilver.
Yeah.
All those.
Bitten by a radioactive tiger or lion.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Is it just
Yeah.
darker, or is it just me?
That's just you.
I'm just making sure it's plugged in.
Anyway, we're gonna be taking down this rack. Let us move on.
Make sure we're in order.
Yep, I am.
Yeah, that could be an interesting question. What comic character has had the most actors portray them?
I mean, I would think it would have to be Batman. No.
You got Superman from the 40s, Batman. You got the cartoons. You'd have to make
It's
up
probably
the rules.
between Superman and Batman, but you have to make up some.
I mean, unless you count the Japanese Spider-Man and stuff like that. Like they're very niche. Like
Yeah, but you got the animated versions also.
sure.
Yeah, don't forget to enter the giveaway, guys. Hashtag. I already forgot. Hashtag EXPFJCC.
Yeah.
Not the giveaway.
Elias, what you got?
Spider-Man probably is the most.
Not much. How about you?
Nothing much. But I think counts is drying up like the Sahara Desert.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it Sahara or Sahara?
Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert.
No, you're making me question. It's weird that you make me think about it.
Is it Sahara or Sahara? I'm just. By the way, the reason why I always ask these pronunciations is because I grew in a non-English speaking household. So
Yeah, that is important for people.
Yeah,
to know
yeah,
About
for people to-
Lucas.
I grew up in. I'm a first generation American, so both my parents speak Portuguese. So they learned English at the same time I learned English, which so just to convey, if I learned a word incorrectly, basically there wasn't anyone around to correct me about it.
Jason, ever the wise guy. Such a wise guy over here. Yeah, that's right. Reynolds was also in Blade 3.
Oh yeah, he was. Oh my man, Blade 3 Trinity.
Ryan just loves
really bad movies.
Well, loves the comic books, I guess. I don't know. He just wanted to be involved. He was
Yeah.
happy to be there.
I guess so. Anyway, X-Men number 193. This is a special double-sized issue. Man, they really just did special double-sized issues for anything at this point.
It was just they kept it. They thought it was a selling point. They're like, look, it's bigger. Or, look, it's.
This is very funny to me. It's like we had one like literally less than 10 issues ago. It's like more double-sized.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the very first appearance of Firestar within canon. Before this, she was in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. And then she became so popular that she was eventually brought into the X-Men canon. We have 2 copies of this. We have a very fine plus copy for $9, and then we have a very fine near mint copy for $10. Firestar is one of those characters. Pretty interesting, but also her powers actually harm her. She one time gave herself cancer due to her radiation. Because she doesn't control flames, she actually controls microwave radiation, which is a pretty interesting twist on the whole fire powers ability. Anyway, next up, we have the first appearance of the Strucker twins. Very fine plus $8, X-Men number 194. If you don't know, Baron von Strucker had 2 twins, and both of them happen to be mutants. And if you don't know anything about Strucker, he is a Nazi, and he really doesn't like mutants. So, yeah, very interesting duo. Legitimately bigots, but yeah. Next up, we have X-Men number 199. This is the very first appearance of Rachel Summers as Phoenix. Very fine plus $8.
Can you talk about this weird rogue thing that's going on here?
No, I did not.
It looks like Rogue has Nightcrawler's powers, but also maybe
Colossus's
powers at the same time. Oh, this is a Romita Jr. cover? I didn't recognize this as John Romita Jr. on this, but
I guess so, yeah.
But really crazy Rogue fusion going on there with Nightcrawler and
And it really doesn't happen these days
Colossus.
anymore. Huh?
No, it's really cool. Though.
Like the last time it happened was with her absorbing Deadpool's face, scars.
Wait, what is
Firestar X-Men. Okay,
and
John McClane, do you want the very fine / near mint version or the very fine plus?
He said near mint.
Near mint? Okay, so the $10
He didn't say
version.
claim. I'm assuming that's a claim, John McClane?
I'm guessing so.
The near mint, very fine near mint, is $10 for first Firestar
In canon.
in comics.
Yeah. Before that, she was only in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So,
I know.
I watched that TV show one too many times as a kid. Anyway, moving on, we have Storm turns into a vampire. Very fine. X-Men number 159, $9. Storm is now becoming a vampire, and she is ready to feast on her family. Munch, munch. Don't know why that was out of order. That's 115. That's 159. That was just out of order.
Oh, probably because we just haven't gone over it yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, next up we have a very cool issue. Very fine. We have the Trial of Magneto. Uncanny X-Men 200. $16. Very fine. But yeah, we have X-Men.
I got you, John. That Firestar's in your bag. And Jamil, I don't believe I have 266 here, unfortunately.
We also have a very fine minus.
Sorry.
We also
Save
have
me some time, Jamil. We don't have that.
we also have a very fine minus version for $15 if you want to save your bank account a little bit. Anyway, next up we have X-Men number 201 with the very first appearance of Cable as a baby. $20. Very fine.
Baby Cable.
Baby Cable. Baby Josh Brolin. I will say, it was really funny seeing Deadpool go back in time with the time machine after and kill himself in Deadpool 2. Like kill Ryan Reynolds as he was reading the script. That was a great.
I just hope 3 just elevates it again, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to play off directly from that storyline.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, we have X-Men number 205 with this crazy cover. $20, very fine / near mint. And this is the issue where Lady Deathstrike gets her powers. But yeah, no, this is a phenomenal copy, literally near mint. Very fine near mint. And yeah, crazy detailed cover. Super out there. Following that, we have X-Men number 221. We have the first appearance of Mr. Sinister for $35. Very fine minus. And keeping up with that, we have X-Men 222 with Sabretooth versus Wolverine. Very fine, $17. Moving up, we have X-Men number 229, the first appearance of the Reavers. If you guys don't know who the Reavers are, they are cybernetically enhanced humans that basically want to exterminate mutants. And yeah, they're like a mercenary group, but they're mostly partially robot. Very fine plus $8. They also appear in the Logan movie.
Yeah, I know they're gonna do it well, but I just hope it's like a crazy multiverse movie, you know?
Yeah. Next up, we have X-Men number 234, the debut of Madeline Pryor's Goblin Queen costume. Very fine plus $8. And it has a sick cover of Wolverine turning into a brood.
Madeline Pryor, surprisingly important in the Fall of X era. As Dark X-Men number 1 was really fantastic. I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay, and we got this really cool issue. Wait, should I stop here and clear that rack and then continue on? This is full.
Oh yeah, if you're full, yeah.
Okay, actually, yeah.
Wait in anticipation, everybody.
Wait in anticipation. But yeah,
What numbers do we have?
this is 162 up to 191.
Okay, I'm just trying to put these in the right order.
Did we get Tommy Lee Jones?
No,
Two-Face and Men in Black.
but Men in Black isn't a comic though. I wouldn't really say
It was.
Was it? Was Men in Black a comic?
Yeah. In the 90s.
Huh, I didn't know that. Okay,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
In fact, they did an animated series first.
Yeah, that's
The animated series, I
That's
know that.
true. Yeah, the animated.
Anyway, next up, we got Marvel and DC presents Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans. Very fine / near mint, $25. This is the X-Men and the Titans teaming up. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Following that, we have a little small key over here. We have the Exterminators, number 1. This is the first appearance of the team and the first appearance of WizKid. Very fine, near mint for $5.
Yeah, Zanin seconds David's thought. I didn't know that was a comic book for a movie.
Huh. Crazy.
Jay's saying, was it Malibu Comics? They think it was Malibu. That's what they're saying.
It's possible.
Interesting. Thoughts on Batman / Catwoman Gotham Wars? I didn't read it, but Lucas read it.
Yeah.
Basically, Batman was characterized weird, but Catwoman was characterized well.
Yeah.
And it seems like a cool concept, but we're gonna have to wait to see how this event unfolds.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how Batman is acting, but I think that might be explained with Zura and R being the reason why. But Catwoman, I'm actually really liking the idea of her being like redefining the crime, the way people do crime, making henchmen basically commit crimes against only the rich, only the people that could handle it, and giving back to the city at the same time. Like 15% of every time you steal has to go to Gotham charities. Like that is an insane rule, but Catwoman's somehow enforcing it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's a pretty unique twist, I think, to like the average Catwoman and Batman fight, because I kind of think Catwoman's in the right.
Yeah.
Genuinely, yeah, I think this might be a better way to handle crime than the way Batman does by beating up people, and she brings that up. She's like, giving them a concussion doesn't stop them from committing crimes the next time. It only guarantees them.
Yeah.
So
if you still win, Jim, you got to steal two in order to make up the difference.
Yeah.
basically, yeah, but you're only allowed to steal from multimillionaires and billionaires. Basically, you're only allowed to steal from like the wealthy. So like they actually, it's a pretty interesting set of rules. Like it's pretty like well defined.
Zane and Zap.
Also, you're not allowed to harm anyone.
Men in
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
was
that's-
originally published by Aircell Comics, which is eventually purchased by Malibu.
Huh? Interesting.
Aircell Comics. So Man in Black, Aircell Comics.
Aircell.
Huh.
Anyway, Elias, you got more for me?
I mean, I guess, like, if I have to, like, if you really need me to.
Fine. I'll give you more comics to show on the show.
How about some bundly bundles?
Bundly bundles?
How about some bungling
Bungling bundles? Bungling bundles.
Here's a big one right here. 23 issues
23 issues.
from Eclipse.
A hefty batch.
1 to 23 for just $30. You can have Xenon, the Heavy Metal Warrior Biz Comics. Really cool. Got a bunch of, I guess we'd say Americanized manga bundles right here. So
Yeah.
thick stack. If you want to show off all 23, go ahead.
It's all 23 here. Hefty bunch. $30. Do you know what grades?
Yeah, I would
what
say
they-
very fine minus to very fine near mint. These are in pretty darn good shape. So we're going to lay them all out here.
Okay.
You're probably going to need to use
I was going to say.
everything. But yeah, Xenon, I got a bunch of cool ones here, including a bit of a pricier one as well.
I like that his skin melds into metal. It's very Colossus-esque.
Yeah. We showed off Akira a couple weeks back. This is from that same collection. Zanin says Xenon has great artwork. If you want to see that great artwork, you can pick these up yourself as well.
Okay. That is all 23 issues of Xenon.
Cool.
Going back to this rack, we're going to clear this.
All these X-Men are going goodbye.
Make sure that this
I guess
is in the
we'll
right
put them
spot. Okay,
in our
see.
bins.
Yeah. Or put them on the
A
wall.
lot of good stuff in here. Yeah, well,
Just pointing out, I expect this
Certainly.
this issue, the Trial of Magneto issue, to jump up in price once the X-Men animated show premieres.
let the record state.
Let the record state that Lucas is calling it. I think this will probably double in price because people will realize that it's a really cool costume.
Here's Robotech Masters 1 through 7.
Okay. Robotech Masters 1 through 7 for $10.
Just $10.
Very affordable. But yeah, these are as seen on TV, manga, Americanized versions of the manga. So you won't have to read right to left because I know that utterly destroys American eyes. They can't stand to see it. If they do, their brains explode. Next up, we have Robotech: The New Generation, another bundle for $10. Okay. So
Bundle
a lot of
price.
Robotech.
Bundle price for the Xenon, Jamil? You got
Xenon or
the
Robotech?
The Xenon is $30 for all 23 issues. So that's a pretty good deal, I think.
For Robotech, it is $20 total, but $10 for each series. So,
Jamil, how'd you even see that? Jeez.
bro,
This dude's using Zoom now. This dude's zooming on his. This man's hacking the mainframe over here. John McClain, claim Robotech first bundle. So
yes, so this one,
bundle.
Masters.
All right, John McClain, we got that one for you.
We are not counting that claim.
Hold on, Jamil, because it's not just the first one. It's not just the first one. You have to take the whole bundle. So hold on. I have eyes like a hawk. I mean, me too. I just didn't think.
We're gonna have
I
to.
probably was adjusting it too much. So
you know what? We got to
that's
put
my
them.
fault. You have a good eye for comic book collectors have to have a good eye. So
Okay, so
I respect that.
we now know from now on, Alliance needs to put up a manila folder, just like you used to do on the SATs and the NJ Ask. We will put up a manila folder to block you guys from seeing the comic before it's too late.
Yeah. So look, I was gonna. Yeah, good. I'm glad you know that cover. Very fine. Macross #1, but you got to show off the full bundle, Lucas. We're doing the full bundle for $80.
The full bundle for $80.
So, yeah. If you're gonna take all of them, Jamil, I'm happy to give them to you for $80. I think that's a steal. Full bundle. All right, Jamil.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
Jamil, eyes of a hawk.
So yeah, Zanin and David were talking about Macross. Lucas and I haven't watched it or anything yet, but yeah, when we were talking about Akira, this came up in the discussion as well.
Yeah.
David, here's the Macross series that we were talking about. All right, Jamil, great claim.
So we're going to be taking down the Xenon and the X-Men and Titans crossover issue. Surprised no one wanted to claim the X-Men and Titans, especially because it's very fine near mint.
While we're cleaning up here, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go in.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form. Did you know that every Experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code. Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.
you have any Mission Impossible comics?
I don't know off the top of my head, honestly. I don't know if Mission Impossible has that many comics.
They have about no. I'm talking about the old TV show version.
Oh, I don't know, to be honest.
You could.
Hello, everyone.
We'll have to take a look.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look. How's everyone doing right now? We are deep into the show at this point. Hopefully everyone's been enjoying their Sunday. You guys excited to have the day off tomorrow? What are you guys going to do with your Labor Day weekend vacation? I know that I am currently moving, so I'm pretty exhausted. So I'm going to keep moving my stuff and keep getting that ready. My parents right now are actually at our house setting up my stuff. They've been cleaning for like the past. What time did they come? Like what? Like around 11:30?
Yeah.
And they still haven't left, and I feel really bad because I don't want my parents doing all that work. But yeah, my parents are just going and helping brush up my apartment right now, which is pretty nice. But yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoying their day. Jamil, I didn't realize you had kids. How old are they? I'm curious. I will leave Elias's throne and let him get back to it. Do you see this, by the way? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's another homage. I just don't remember what to.
Anyway,
Magazines,
indeed. First up, we have The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, featuring the all-new Iron Fist and Sons of the Tiger. Yeah, this is issue number 21, and it is, I believe, Eclipse. Is that Eclipse? Would that be Eclipse, or is that just saying CC?
No, that's not Eclipse.
Okay, so it's just Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, number 21, Iron Fist, for $4, and it is in good condition. Next up, we have Doctor Strange, a Marvel graphic novel, the Shambhala,
Yeah, Shambhala.
by J.M.D. Matias and Dan Green. $30, very fine, but yeah.
Beautiful Doctor Strange book. Art is fantastic. If you guys aren't familiar with it, beautiful read.
And our last magazine-sized book here, we have a Fine Plus copy of God Loves, Man Kills, the phenomenal X-Men book. I would say pivotal X-Men storyline. If you're going to have to read any one X-Men storyline to really get an idea of these characters, I would say this is it. $25, Fine Plus. Comment below if you have actually read. But yeah, we're going to be diving into some cool variants in a bit. Elias is digging down back deep over there. What does Elias have? Oh, a water bottle. I wasn't sure what you were doing.
I got a water. You can't claim it. It's mine.
Claim the lunch.
You know what time it is?
Variants.
It's incentive variant at amazing price time. 10 is 3 and 15 is 5.
So yeah, $3 for this strange cover. Zanin will claim the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
I will explain that cover to you, Lucas. This is part of the amazing Kirby Monster variant slew that they were doing that month, where they all these different books had variant covers featuring Kirby's and just sorry, not Kirby's. This is a Kirby remaster of his artwork, but Marvel Monsters were being featured on these variants, and I believe this is Gugam on this one right here. Marvel Monsters have utterly ridiculous names, but I love it.
I truly do wonder how many of their names you have memorized. I truly do wonder.
It's pretty easy to make them up too.
Yeah, but how many of them have been recycled into actual characters now?
Not many.
You got Groot.
Sure.
Groot is the most famous example, but I mean, they changed him massively. these classic Marvel monsters have showed up just in books, just for fun.
Monsters Unleashed.
Bing Bang
Those-
Boom.
Yeah,
Big Bang
and Fang
Boom.
Foom obviously is a big one too. Not a ton of time left in the show, so get those claims in and enter the hashtag for giveaway if you haven't yet. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hashtag EXPFJCC to enter the giveaway. Please do. Anyway, this is the all new, all different Avengers #1, a really fun Avengers team. And I have this variant cover myself. I don't have the actual #1 cover because I was a variant guy at the time. Now, not so much, but I love Marvel Monsters. So.
You're the reason they do so many variants.
Yeah, it's my fault.
It's all Elias. Everyone boo Elias. Boo! Guardians of Infinity. This is $5. Who are the Guardians? 1,000. This is Guardians of Infinity #1. Following that up, we have Black Panther, jacked as all hell. Just swole. Man had a little bit too much protein shake. Ultimates 3, $15. I mean, not $15, sorry. $5, sorry. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, he is yoked. He is. Man had too much creatine. He is. Yikes. That catnip does hit different. After that, we got Battle of the Atom. We have the all-new X-Men Battle of the Atom, Chapter 2. This is issue 16 for $5. We also have #1 of Atlantis Attacks for $5. You missed the yoked Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw that.
So jacked. Why? We will never know. Next, we also have all new Inhumans for $5, featuring Crystal on the cover.
These are amazing prices on these incentive variants. Usually they would be much more expensive, much more rare, but you guys get an amazing deal on them. So
This is an homage cover to classic 90s, 80s DC. This is Superman Unchained, New 52 Superman Unchained, done in a retro style for $5. All new X-Men #12 for $5 with Phoenix grabbing on and holding on to Logan. Keeping up with the X-Men, we got A+X, Avengers plus X-Men, with Iron Man and Kitty Pryde variant cover for $5. It's A+X, issue #2.
hey, round guy.
We also have all
We
new
missed you
Inhumans, #1 for $3.
I missed round guy, Lucas. Why can't I miss round guy?
No, you can miss them. Sorry.
Damn, jeez.
We also have Barbaric, issue #1 for $3. Axe to Grind.
I don't even know.
We also have Boom Studios Kill Audio. This is a limited edition cover C, issue #1 for $6. Following up with that, we have Green Lantern New Guardians for $5. This is issue #13.
Round guy, more like family guy. Round guy
Yep.
was out with family today.
Oh, cool. You also have issue 12 for $5. Did you hear that, Elias? He did a but a.
Oh.
And then we also have issue 11. And yeah. Moving on to the next rack. Let's clear this rack over here before we get into more variants. Cool. Anyway, next up we have Green Lantern Corps, issue number 47 for $5. You also have the 50th issue featuring Cyborg Superman for $5.
These are all 1 in 25s, meaning you'd have to purchase normally 25 issues to get this one copy.
Yeah. And these are all tie-ins to Blackest Night / Brightest Day. So this is Green Lantern Corps number 44. And Green Lantern Corps number 43.
What is all this sports talk about? I don't understand what these kids are saying.
We also got Green Lantern Corps number 39, featuring a ton of Black Lantern rings, escaping Kyle Rayner and Guy Gardner. And we have this sick cover for number 34, the prelude to Blackest Night. Look at this cover.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's Ross. No?
You're gonna have to keep.
Okay.
It's someone. It's you know.
Pretty
They
crazy.
have their tag, but it's not Ross.
Miglari. Hmm?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just step into that.
Anyway, next up we got Mighty Avengers number 2, $15. I mean, not 15, $5.
Okay.
And then we have Green Lantern number 26, New 52. This is the pencil version. So,
Are you gonna be able to?
yeah. Who do you guys think is going to win the Super Bowl this year? Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year? Comment below. I'll play into the sports. We also have a Kingpin variant number 2 for $5. We also have a Hawkeye cover, Free Fall, issue number 2 for $5.
It doesn't even say what it is.
I don't know what to do.
I always meant to read that Hawkeye Free Fall series, but I didn't. It was just limited. But it looked cool.
Anyway, I don't know what this is either. This looks like Ryan Otley, though.
No, it's Art Adams.
Art Adams. Next up, Teen Titans number 25. And yeah, Maximum Overload, the origin of Kid Flash.
CCT is here, but
$5.
make a lap around the block. Okay, thanks.
We also got this sick variant cover for Justice League Dark, the new 52 version. $24 for, issue 24 for $5. And yeah, that's going to be this rack. Elias, we're going to just keep going. How much time do we have left?
It is 6:46, so not much.
Okay, let's clear this.
There's so much trash sport talk going on right now in the comments, and I don't understand a lick of it.
I kind of played into it, to be honest. I did ask who would win the Super Bowl.
Who would win the game of football?
Who would win the game of Cereal Bowl? The Cereal Bowl. The giant bowl of cereal. What flavor of cereal would you like in that bowl? Next up, we also have Teen Titans number 26 for $5. It is a pencil and ink variant cover. We have issue number 24, another variant cover. Well, these are all variant covers. I shouldn't say them.
These are all incentives for amazing prices.
Yeah. World's Finest Huntress Power Girl for $5, issue number 2. And World's Finest Power Girl Huntress, issue number 3 Moving on, we got Omega Men, written by Tom King of all writers. $5 is issue number 2. We also got Justice League United, the Canadian version, for $5. We have Ultimatum number 2. Yeah, this is that really, really, really awesome and not controversial comic. Pretty out there for $5. I actually don't know what this is, but this is a pretty sick cover. So I'm just going to show it off. It doesn't have a name on it.
Oh,
And
Killing Red Sonja.
Killing Red Sonja.
Killing Red Sonja. $5.
And Elias is going to take over because I need to go to the bathroom.
Bro.
Sorry, I didn't hold it for 15 plus minutes.
Oh, well, then you should have. Yeah, we only got one Alpha Flight, 1 in 50. Sorry. It's just really funny. I just don't understand anything that you guys are saying. But I mean, that's how a lot of people feel about comics. You know, when they walk into a shop or no, if they hear any nerd just talking like, "Oh, who would win in a fight? Doctor Strange or this guy?" Like, this is how I feel. You know, just not having a clue. I just think it's really funny. Mrs. Deadpool and the Howling Commandos from the Secret Wars panoply of tie-ins miniseries that they had. Just $5 for issue 4, the incentive variant 1 in 25. Next up, we got Cyborg number 2. Crazy cover right here for just $5. Next up, we got Batman The Dark Knight, issue 21, pen and ink cover for just $5. Batman The Dark Knight, issue 12 for $5. Jay, thank you for the plug. Yes, Lucas and I have our own comic and pop culture YouTube channel, because who doesn't these days? We got to talk about what we love. The Cosmic Panel, check it out, get it, because comic panel, but cosmic, whatever. The Cosmic Panel, we talk about all sorts of fun stuff. This month of September, we're starting a tier list September, which is we're gonna every week we're gonna post at least one tier list video that's gonna be ranking something. So 5 videos this month of just tier lists. Look out for it. Be excited. It's going to be pretty silly and pretty fun. Age of Apocalypse number 3, 1 in 25 for just $5. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. We got plenty of videos up. Lots to watch. Lots to catch up on. A few videos of ours have done pretty well. Yeah, but we appreciate your subscribing. Lady Death, issue 4, Medieval, $7.99. Well, we'll call it 8. Lady Death, half issue for just $6. Excuse me as I walk around. I'm going to grab something a little different then to wrap it up. We only got 10 minutes left.
Hey, Elias.
Yep.
John Spilios is going to claim both of those lady deaths.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate the shout. John, these are for you. And don't have a ton of time left, so I just want to thank you guys all for tuning in very much. This is sort of our rapid fire variant segment that we do at the end. John, we'll put these in your bag. And we don't have a lot of time left, so should we do the giveaway now?
Yeah, we will give everybody about, I don't know, 10 more seconds. Enter
Sounds
this
good.
hashtag if you haven't yet. We'll go ahead and pop that up on screen.
If you guys haven't entered the hashtag, that's hashtag EXPFJCC to win yourself a very cool old collectible card from Marvel. So make sure you guys have entered that hashtag. Thank you, John. I'm glad we could help you find all those Frankenstein monster. Those are really fun books. Really fun books.
And also, I'm not quite sure how it works on your show. There are some shows that make you fill out the form every time. But if you're on YouTube, the form is pinned to the top of the chat if you need it.
I don't think we had any new claimers today, so we should have all their info. The only one I haven't seen in a while is John McClaim. John McClaim, if you're still in here. But I'm sure I can find everyone's email. As always, we're going to be sending out invoices directly after the show, so stay tuned. Keep your eyes peeled for those, and as soon as we get your PayPal payment, we will ship those books off.
Alrighty, I believe that's going to be everybody that's going to enter. So let's go ahead and spin it.
All right.
Here we go.
Jason. All right. Congrats, Jason. You have won yourself a beautiful Doctor Strange card right here. It hasn't been written in yet, so you can ruin it yourself. From 1971 Marvel Comics. Right there. You can see 1971 right there. This will be tucked in with your comics. Congratulations, Jason. We're going to try to do a lot more giveaways on the Fat Jacks Experience show, so stay tuned for those in the coming weeks. We want to get you guys some cool stuff like this, stuff that you don't see all the time, stuff that's a little odd. All right, so congrats to Jason.
And one more announcement before you leave, just in case anybody here watches Country Road Comics, he's actually canceled for tonight. So Fat Jacks is the last show of the day on the Experience. But come back tomorrow. We're going to have Talking Shop with Miss Jen. Comic Collectibles is taking a break. But then later that night, we'll have the Devil's Advocates with producer Kyle and Bronze Age Nerd.
All right.
I'm back.
Nobody cares.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
That's crazy, but who asked? Jamil, the Macross bundle.
I think it was 11.
Oh yeah, 11 issues. 11 issues, John. Yeah, John, we're down to go on another 2 more hours. Just give us something to talk about, and we'll just entertain.
Yeah, as long as you're. Yeah, it's not like we're moving stuff or anything like that recently.
Yeah, we got nothing to do with home.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not like I just recently moved into a brand new apartment that I got to get ready so that I can.
Yep, that's fine.
Relax in. Don't worry about that.
I haven't watched Ahsoka. Is it any good?
I heard it's kind of mid. I heard it's kind of like it's like it's okay, but like you have to know Rebels, you have to know the other stuff, or you won't get it.
Okay, well, that's too bad. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We still got a few minutes left, so I could just grab some more variants. If we want to just do rapid fire real quick, unless there's anything you want to plug, Lucas. Jay already gave us our cosmic shout out, which was very nice.
Yeah.
I told him
Did you hear the leaks about Spider-Man this week?
No.
So apparently there's been leaks about ASM this week.
Oh, the comic itself?
Yeah, the comic itself. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But it was
I don't think I want to know.
Oh, you don't want to know? Yeah, the ASM run isn't that good. It's not doing well. But yeah, I'm
More variants. Get out of the way. Vengeance of Vampirella number 7. 5.99. Vampirella number 5. black, white, and red cover, $5.99. I can't read all these comments. Can you read these comments? Vampirella Red Sonia, $5.99.
I never watched Rebels. I liked it.
Red Sonja $5.99.
Round Guy was busy playing Starfield.
Starfield hype going out right now. Red Sonja 2, black and white cover, $5.99.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate.
Red Sonja and the Superpowers, number 2, $7.99.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate. That's been very fun.
Can you try and shift these up or something? Killing Red Sonja, number 1, $7.99. Sleepy Hollow, number 1, $7.99. Shadow Man, number 2, $7.99.
Cam's giving me no time.
Sonya Versal, number 1. This is the rapid fire round. $5.99.
Well, now I can't reach it.
Red Sonja, Age of 3, number 9.
Sounds like you're having a stroke. You did.
Red Sonja, Age of Chaos, $9.99. This is number 1. Red Sonja and Conan, number 2, $9.99.
So was that Conan show from like the 80s any good?
7 Secrets, number 4, $8.99. It was amazing. What do you mean? It was so good. All right, how about this shiny thing right here? Quantum and Woody. Quantum and Woody, number 1, $9.99. Beautiful shiny.
Apparently
thing.
someone just sold DD number 1.
Anywho, thanks for joining us on another lovely Fat Jack's Experience Comicrypt show. We appreciate you all tuning in very much. We will hopefully be back here again. Follow us on social media. Next week is what I meant to say. Follow us on social media at Fat Jack's Comicrypt, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff. Have a lovely Labor Day, I guess. Let us know anything you guys are looking for during the week. Come down to the shop in Philly, 2006 Sansom Street. Come say hello. And hope everyone has a lovely weekend. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.